Hey guys, so welcome to the Blue Bridge, and it's not great news for Nicolas Jackson. The board fails us once again by not addressing this situation in the January window. I did warn that this could happen, a big injury. Jackson's finished, so let's get into it. You can't make up this nonsense, can you? Nicolas Jackson is out for the whole of February and March. So he's going to be back, hopefully back after the international break in April. So, and what did I say? I said it before when I said we need to go out and address the striker situation, even if it's just a loan deal, because one injury to Nicolas Jackson and we're going to be in big trouble. I said it that time when he went down against West Ham, thinking, okay, he got back up again. But it's our worst fears have come true, unfortunately, and he's out for a few weeks. Okay, it's quite a kind of karma for all these supporters who are trashing Jackson. As I said, I'm critical about him, but I don't trash the guy because I see what his attributes are. And we saw what we were missing against Brighton the other day. There was no one running in behind, no one pressing. So we've got to rely on Nkuku for the rest of the season. Nkuku, who our manager has already said isn't a striker. He's publicly said he's not a striker and he shouldn't be playing in that position. Jackson's believed it because ever since he said that, Jackson's been not playing like a striker, because he isn't. The manager's right, he isn't a striker. But when a manager's publicly saying that, then you're going to believe that, ain't you? And so we're going to have to endure with him on a false nine. It was horrible the other day when he played. His body language wasn't great. He doesn't want to be here. He had 1 foot out of the door. He had his heart set on Bayern Munich, and now we're going to have to rely on this guy to be our main striker. Best finisher at the club, mind, but not a centre forward. So, or Cole Palmer. Come on now. And the other thing, the manager, come on. He's obviously been briefed in what he's saying, because from saying he doesn't want to play Jackson as a striker, not Jackson, and Nkuku as a striker. Now he's saying that he's got options because he can play Jackson there. He can play Cole Palmer there. So if he could play Jackson there, why didn't he play him there more and gave in rotation? Why didn't you bring on Jackson more rather than waiting until not Jackson, Nkuku? Why didn't you bring on Nkuku more rather than waiting for the 85th minute, 86th minute to bring on this player? Knock all the confidence out of this player. And so that's the thing. You've got to keep players sweet because you don't know when you're going to be having to rely on these particular players. And now, as it happens, we need to rely on him, and I just think our season's finished. Our season's over. I was laughing at Arsenal earlier, and that's a bit of karma on me because obviously Havertz being out for the season. They've got no Havertz, no Jesus, so maybe no Martinelli for a while. Saka's missing for a while, but we've got no Jackson, and Gui got injured as well. And that's it. I'm hearing some nonsense by some people on social media as well, saying, how did the owners not know? How could the owners know that we're going to lose both Gui and Jackson? For a start, Gui wasn't meant to. If Gui, they had faith in Gui, they'd have played him more often or brought him on more often. But let's face it, Gui is not good enough at this moment. I'm not saying he may not come good, but he's not good enough at this moment to lead the line for Chelsea. And it's just like saying, okay, I've got an intern coming in to do a major job, and we just got one other guy who's an expert, but if that guy leaves, we've got to leave it for the intern. You're not going to leave it for the intern. You're going to make contingency plans. Anyone in business, you make contingency plans, and this is what we didn't make. That's why, as I said, I was screaming out for a striker in January. And here's what contingency plan. You look at contingency plan. Contingency planning is a process that involves creating a backup plan to deal with unexpected events. It's also known as scenario planning. Okay, so all these idiots who are saying, oh, stop blaming the owners because they didn't know that these two were going to get injured. That's the point. You don't know what are going to get injured. That's why you do contingency planning. You plan for the unexpected. You know, you don't go in with one main striker who's out of form and an 18-year-old who you didn't really probably buy to play a lot of games this season anyway. You bought more for the Conference League rather than the Premier League. So you're going in with those two players, and as it happens, both of them was injured. So even if it was just Jackson injured and Guia to lead the line for the next 17 matches, I still wouldn't have been confident with Guia leading the line. As I said before, I do like the player, but I don't think he's ready to be playing week in, week out on a consistent basis. So there were players there available. Moani, he was available from PSG on a loan. Okay, if you don't, I know that there's news today out that we're favourites for Rory, Liam Delap. I believe that when I see it, so it could be more PR news, I don't know. But even if their first choice was Liam Delap, why don't we go out and just get somebody on a 6-month loan deal? And to make matters worse, we weakened our squad because we got rid of João Felix as well. You know, I'm not the biggest João Felix fan, as you guys know. I think he's a luxury player, but he could have helped us out in this situation. He could play as a 9. He's played it before when he was at Atletico. And he's not great at it, but I think he's probably better at playing that 9 role than Nkunku, mainly because he's a bit more physical and he's got the aerial threat as well. So, but we let him go. We've weakened our squad. Either got more minutes playing. And again, it's all about contingency, you know, because we don't know what's going to happen. The Conference League was coming back where he got lots of minutes in that competition. I know it was him who said he wanted to go, and we're doing a favour for his agent and all that nonsense. But at the end of the day, he's a Chelsea player, so we didn't look ahead. We didn't look at, oh, what if? And that's what proper people do. Proper people in charge. If I'm in charge, I'm going to be thinking the what if scenario. And the window's closed now. We can't do any more business. What if we lose Jackson? What if we lose Gueye? Oh, Everton have just equalised in the last minute. Wow. 97th minute, Everton's equalised. Oh, can't believe that. Yeah, so you look at the what if scenarios, okay, and that's what we didn't do. All we're looking at is profit and getting money from loan deals and everything else. So this is showing up the incompetence of our ownership again. I know some people want to defend them at all costs, but I can't defend them anymore. And I used to defend them, but I can't defend them anymore. And this is going to be big for us. It's probably going to cost us top 4 because I saw that abject performance against Brighton where we didn't pose a single threat. We got Brighton again on Friday, and I can see more of the same. We've got nothing up there. We've got no focal point up there at all. We don't get any help from our wingers as well, our wide men. They don't score goals, so I don't see us posing a lot of threat. You know, we're seeing a better Everton now. It's possible offside here, so Liverpool may be lucky. But I'm seeing a better organised Everton now under David Moyes, although they were quite organised under Sean Dyche. And I'm seeing clubs who are going to be fighting for their lives and parking the bus against us. So there's no threat at all, no goal threat at all. And it's going to be long. It's going to be a long 17 days. I mean, 17 games, you know, it's going to be really long for us. You know, they may surprise me, I don't know, but I'm not optimistic of top 4 or 5 for that matter this season. And it's all because our owners didn't take that gamble of doing enough to try and get us a guaranteed top 4 place by strengthening in the market. They just sleepwalked through the transfer window. And this could be the consequence of it all. No Champions League football, maybe arguably no Conference League victory neither, if form and confidence goes out the window. So that's my rant over, guys. So what do you think? What do you think about the situation? Do you feel that we should have done more in the January window to get in a striker? Or do you think that the owners were right in just waiting and biding their time? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget, like, subscribe, turn on the post notifications, let me notified every time I make a new video. And in the last 2 minutes since I've been making this video, I think they've just come up with the decision and it's onside. So Everton have come back from 2-1 to draw 2-2 with Liverpool. Anyway, I'll see you on the next one. So take care. Bye-bye.